Yep.
Perfect. Let's go. EM Sellers versus Manifest Destiny. The first match. Group D, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Off the bat, teams running down lane, collecting wood to try and go across. That's Ock jumping down below, going to
Kish
resources.
making a nice fast bridge. Probably just one block from jumpable. Looks like he intentionally dropped into the water to get those gold tools.
We
So he's
have
gonna be running first resources.
some pressure on Ock in those first resources. See if Kish is able to provide extra, but Manifest Destiny getting the first few kills and making a much safer bridge than Yam Sellers have. DJ is across, and the bridge is very safe. Looks like Kish did decide to move up lane as opposed to getting the resources. And now Yam Sellers has a second member across.
DJ's rushing down here. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes and gets the TNT over third wall. He could also just be running secondary resources.
Kish is not too far behind him running down lane as well. Still some heavy PvP over near the bridge here. Those look like Yam Sellers are getting across their bridge. It's jumpable already, so they aren't having
DJ's gonna start resources here.
too much pressure onto the Yam Sellers side of things. Looks like Ock is just about done collecting the iron from first resources here. See what he does after that, if he goes and takes it to run first, or if he's going to use a PvP.
He's going for the side of resources that have 4 iron blocks in the efficiency pick.
Yep.
You can also go deeper and get enchanting.
And Merit Badge is bridging over top of the water. There is a member of Yam Sellers Kish here. Hasn't looked to shoot at Chimera Badge, and so Chimera Badge gets over. Looks like Kish is out of the world. It looks like he was probably planning.
He just drank a speed pot. I think he was gonna blitz through third.
Yep.
Was the play.
That was the plan. But shot out in iron or in chainmail armor. We see Conundromic falling and dying with the leather armor. Start Ock is in full iron. Looks like he's trying to make his way up to the surface. He'll probably be going to PvP somewhere. Alright.
Oh, so we have Khan died. I didn't see where that was.
He had originally died at the bottom of the chasm, the first bridge chasm, or the second chasm, actually.
Okay. Looks like Foods Cloud. Sorry, Foods Cloud is geared up in the prop leather, and he's at the entrance to first. I wonder if he's gonna run first wall. He's in position to start it.
Yep. Looks like he might be crafting some stuff here. He's got a bunch of various blocks in his inventory. Looks like Khan is making his way in. We'll see if he's going to run that or if he's just hiding down here to try and place pressure on Foods Clouds.
Yeah. Probably going to be a good battle here between Foods and Khan running this wall in equal armor.
Looks like
at the same time here.
DJ managed to get out with the resources and is now stepping into third wall. He's just going to run straight through as fast as he possibly can by getting stuck in a cobweb, but he shouldn't have too many issues. There aren't a whole lot of mobs in this room. Now he's just going to pillar up. We'll check back on him in a bit. On hanging out, getting shot at the entrance to first. Kish out of the world again.
Oh no. Ock is geared up in enchanted iron armor, and I'm willing to bet he's gonna go run second wall. He's got pots, got the Juggernaut pot. He doesn't have a speed pot, which is kind of important.
We do have a start onto first wall from Foods Clouds for the side of Yam Sellers, having Conundromic shoot at him from the entrance, but Kana is under a little bit of pressure himself. Don't believe there's anybody who started into the second wall yet. Well, as DJ is should be making some very good progress. Yep, making some very good progress through the third wall.
Ock's making his run on second right now. Just started. He's having to deal with a lot of zombies at the start, so probably not going as fast as he would have anticipated.
But now he's just sort of cruising through it. Got that speed pot running.
Oh yeah, I did get a speed pot.
On is on. Basically no health at the start of firsts. still. He's actually on the other side. Might be mining iron and crafting, or he might just be sitting in that hole trying not to die. Boots Clouds getting the cannon supplies from inside of first wall. Likely going to be making his way up into this final room. It doesn't look like too many mobs have spawned up here, so he should actually have a pretty easy run through here as long as he doesn't fall in any lava.
So Auk in second will missed a vine drop, and he had to sort of block up and regen from it. He's now running again, but probably spawned a few mobs while I was regenning.
Ooh, Boots Cloud's dying to a creeper right at the wool box.
Oh no.
It's an unfortunate death there. Auk is right at the last vertical here.
Oh, he's lagged out. Oh my god.
Should be able to get that pretty soon, though. No one in second resources for the side of Yam Sellers. We do have Toadcatcher trying to shoot at Auk while he goes up that last vertical. And Kish is back here at the entrance to third. DJ is right above the wool box for third for the side of Manifest Destiny, just fighting the last few bit of mobs.
Cam just did a dry cannon for food stuff right at first wool box,
Wow.
so that's gonna be gone.
That is a really good pickup there. It's good of him to notice that.
Ooh, and Stevie J was just taken out in full iron. There's a bit of a silverfish apocalypse going on right now.
Oh no. Oh, that's not good.
I don't know where these silverfish came from, honestly.
I believe these are silverfish blocks down here, some of them.
Interesting.
Khan still hasn't been able to make too much progress in. He has cleared out that first spawner area. It's like he just got that with a creeper or a piece of TNT.
Checking in on DJ's progress on third. He's right at the wool box.
Yeah, he is basically done with this. He just has to get his way down. It looks like he's trying to make a safe way back out. Well, just it's crafting. Might be getting a pass around chest or something like that. Auk having completed the second wool now with his touch and is going to be making his way back out. Of course, he actually didn't do a terrible job of lighting this up while he was running through, so it should be pretty fine. Still no one inside of second resources for Yam Sellers. Kish has started the third wool run. Does look like he's taken out in the first room. Luckily for him, the creeper that was about to blow up didn't get his stuff, so it'll all still be there. It's in the second chamber.
Boots is now here in full iron at the start of first. Again, opposing Khan. Khan's starting to run it again in his leather.
There are members of Yam Sellers up above PvPing at Chimera Badge. Foods Cloud's getting taken out by Khan and Dromic at the start of the wool. Khan is actually going to have a decently tough time getting up some of these verticals, but he should have safety at the bottom. Oh, DJ did pass around and then looks like he jumped out of the world. So that was probably what that was probably a pass around chest placed and all of his stuff dumped into it. Khan's up the first vertical. That's a cannon, I assume. Looks like Cam might have tried to dry cannon that stuff, or that was a creeper running at Foods Clouds. Food Clouds did get back to his stuff, which is pretty essential for the side of Yam Sellers. Auk is nearly out with second wool. He just has the last vertical to go back up, and then he'll be basically out for free.
Yam Sellers really need to focus on Khan here running first. It's the only chance of winning. Cam's doing a good job, basically in a 1v3 up top of first, trying to give Khan some cover.
Khan is taking the time to shoot at Foods while he's trying to make his way back into this, so Yam Sellers doesn't have an opportunity to get too much progress done while Khan is actually making his own progress. The last shot onto Foods didn't end up dumping his stuff into lava, so that's very good. Khan stopping to get the TNT supplies. Only one skeleton spawning, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem for Khan. He's just making his way up. It should be a pretty easy run through this last part of the wall.
Auk died coming out of
that shouldn't be too much of a problem. He was almost at the very end, so he should just have to go back in and grab his stuff. Boots Cloud's getting blown up on the downward part into the wool. His stuff is still there, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem for him. Khan is taking it a little bit slower through this final room than Foods Clouds took it his first time. Taking his time lighting up. Not too many issues for him. No creeper right next to the wool box, so that should be Khan getting the wool here. Ox stuff is
I
actually
think
at the
it's in the
bottom of the vertical.
vertical. Yeah,
Yeah,
and there's a mob with his armor skeleton.
yeah. So that actually could pose a bit of an issue for him. Thought he was a
Yeah,
lot closer, but
this area is not lit up. There's I guess 3 spawners right here at the bottom of the vertical that are not lit up, and even in the vertical, there's a couple spawners.
he's
Could
coming
be more of a
back in
problem.
with stuff. Khan falling out of the world with some pink wool. Uh,
He
he
dropped
did
12. We
drop
usually take.
some. There are 13 in the chest. He dropped one piece before he fell out of the world, but he was voided
I don't see
somehow.
any pass around at
Yeah,
all, so I'm pretty sure that's gone. Whatever happened to that last
they'll
piece.
have to rerun that.
Hmm. Yeah. Interesting.
Foods
Meanwhile, food. Or no. Go ahead.
Foods is collecting more blocks so that he can actually go back in and get his stuff. It's still sitting here, so he has a little bit of time. He has about 3 more minutes time to get that.
DJ got his pass around at the beginning of first. And now he has some armor if he wants to go help Aqua in second.
Yeah, I
Maybe help
imagine
Khan.
he'll probably do that. Chimera Badge PvPing on the glass bridge he made up above the entrance to second. Taking some time to shoot at Stevie J. Yep, DJ did just place a simple pass around, jumped out of the world, and ran back to his stuff. That's really, really good for him. It looks like Chimera Badge is into the water, getting PvP'd by Kish and Stevie J.
Aqua is right at his stuff. There's a bit of mobs around it though.
He will
He's got the
probably be
wool.
able to get this stuff. Yeah, he grabbed the wool. He probably doesn't care too much about getting the rest of the stuff back if he's got the wool, but better safe than
The
sorry, I suppose.
skeleton with his armor is like up
Oh
on these
yeah, it's
vines, just completely out of view.
maybe
Oh
Ak will
god.
just completely ignore that. Khan
I'm sure
getting
he's
another
wondering where his armor is right now.
Khan getting another takeout on Foods. Foods did get his stuff back. I don't know.
Khan's already at the final vertical with leather armor. Again,
Yep.
the Yamsellers are not doing a good job of pressuring Khan running first. It's really their
No,
last hope of winning.
it's been Khan taking out Foods and not the other way around, unfortunately. Even
Quite
though
a bit of
Foods do have
skeletons here.
Yeah. That said, Khan, unless he gets shot into lava, should hopefully be able to get back up this time without too much of an issue. This
Yeah,
time
so
maybe he'll figure out a pass around or something to place, or he just won't get voided from a skeleton shot, which I assume is what happened before. DJ's PvPing with Toadcatcher and Kish up above first wool, while Kish and Toadcatcher are trying to prevent Khan from both being able to shoot at Foods and from making too much progress himself. He's had to sit in a cry box and he's clearing out skeletons while he does so.
Yep. So Ox out of the wool with his wool. Khan is making a run back, getting shot a lot.
It's like Ock reclaimed some
Ooh,
different
Khan died again
died
with
to a
all the wool. I
skeleton.
don't see a pass around.
Nope,
He
he
could
did
have
place
passed around.
one safety, and there's wool placed outside of the box. Is that all of the wool gone from the wool box too? There is a chance. I
Oh
don't know if
no.
there's any TNT supplies on the side of Yam Sellers, but Yam Sellers wanted to make this match a little bit more interesting. They could blow up all of that pink wool, which would
Yeah.
definitely be an interesting time. Con stuff being picked up by
Foods
skeletons
is
now.
getting to the TNT chest right now in first wool, so
I believe
oh
he
no, it's
already
gone now.
claimed
Yeah,
that.
you're right.
Yep, and he got blown up by a creeper at the wool box, and then
Yeah.
was,
This could be a touch though if he plays it right.
yeah. Unfortunately for him, a few more mobs have spawned than
Oh
I
no.
think he was expecting, and that's going to be a death for him. Good news is his stuff should be relatively simple to get back to, although he didn't
mean,
use a whole lot of ladders for the first part of it.
yeah. Khan is or Ock is
Ock.
running first wool now.
Hawk
And his
deciding
iron armor.
to say, all right, I don't really want to sit here for that much longer, and he's going to go in and get Khan's stuff. Kish getting taken out by Chimera Badge above first wool. Stevie J also being pressured by Chimera Badge. Not able to put too much pressure on Ock as he goes back to get Khan's stuff. Ock dropping off 3 lime wool. I assume that's in the TNT supplies chest. Khan getting taken out by Stevie J. Just some heavy PvP pressure up here.
There's a bit of skeletons here as Ock is about to run through. It's gonna take him out.
I imagine
Or
Ock
never
is going to
really
go
let it up.
fairly slow through here. No reason to rush. He's got mostly full iron armor, so he can take a few arrows. You should go slow. Just grab Khan's stuff, grab the wool, and get out.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
Those look like yam sellers may have given up on trying to run a wool themselves for now, and they're trying to figure out if they can stop Manifest Destiny from placing the wools for long enough that they can figure out a strategy to go run a wool. But 4-man lockdown on a wool does stop you from running the wool yourself, which is somewhat unfortunate.
Ock almost got voided there, but he is home free now.
Man. If Ock had gotten voided, it would have been basically a free cannon for the side of Yam Sellers.
Yeah. It looks like he's gonna be getting out just fine.
Yep. Could be making his way out. And the victory monument on this map is just a fairly straightforward one, especially considering the 2 bridges that are already built for you. Ock should have no troubles going back to place that. Look like Codecatcher dropping down, getting shut off, and making the best of a bad situation. While Foods is actually making his way back into first wool. It does have a few mobs to contend with. Using a creeper to actually take out 3 mobs. It's a good use this time. Khan is trying to make his way back out of the chasm. Lost eyes on Ock. Ock has actually placed 1 wool on the monument. Looks like he's going to place the other 2, and there we go. That is a good game. 17 minutes flat. That's really good. Solid match there.